But our last hope in this mission we have codenamed Career Quest.
Hey kid, what are you doing?
Don't call me kid. I'm old enough to be your father. Darius. Yes, sir. Take care of this guy while I'm out to the food. Wait. I need to get a DNA sample.
At lunchtime, they won't know what hit them.
I still can't believe we picked up the wrong book. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be mad. Don't worry, the spray is still handy. I'm glad you still have it with you. Of course, do you think I'll let it out of my sight while Vex is on the loose? Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'm the one he's after. You may have something to jail, but I'm the one that sprayed him. That's gotta hurt. Last time he tried to kill us with that stupid sound device, I'd feel a lot safer with my own little battle. Sure, I'll get you one after lunch. Yeah, let's eat and try to forget about Vexer for a little while. But for who? I don't think this food will help us take our minds off the end of the world. I think I saw this exact same meal yesterday, except it was at the bottom of someone's shoe. Oh, come on, Samantha. 20th century food is not that bad. Yeah, but this is. Too bad we can't go to a real restaurant for a change. Guys, I don't feel that well. What's the matter? My stomach hurts. I think there's some kind of taboo. Come on, Alex, we'll get you back to the clubhouse. Samantha, give me a hand. Sorry, Mark, but I think I'm feeling it too. Ashley, don't tell me I'm the only one that... I lost complete contact with them. Their live signs aren't even registering anymore. So you feel we should send out another team? Yes, I think we should. They'll only stay long enough to retrieve Team 1. Then they'll be back. And you will command the team as well, Michael? Well, Michelle is still out of the country, man. But what if Team 1 has been erased? Won't there be a conflict of interest? I'll command the team. I have a group of cadets that I feel already. Cadets? You want to risk sending cadets on a second time travel mission? I think they can handle it, man. I trust Zoe, man. If she says our cadets are ready, then they're ready. Besides, time is running out. The virus has already came and struck half of our city. Okay, Zoe, get your team to the transport room within the next hour. I won't let you down. Of course you won't. You're my sister. If you fail, not only is our civilization lost, but you disgrace our family. I can do it without the pressure, Zed. Just so I put things in perspective for you. Whoa, talk about a bumpy ride. Man, I think they forgot something. What's it like out there? Don't come on yet, but I can't hear. Wait a second while computer, close. So this is the 20th century. Not very attractive, is it? This is just a clubhouse piece. I'm sure there's a whole world outside that door. Well, there had better be, or we wasted a whole lot of time and energy on an empty room. Well, Lisa, our mission leader. You're our mission leader. What do we do now? Well, Sean, I think you, Aaron, and James had better go on whatever mission Team 1 has scheduled. I'll scan for life signs to see if I get any leads to where they may have vanished to. You heard the lady. Let's get going. Can you tap into the computer and find out whatever mission there was, Aaron? Have you ever known a computer I couldn't tap into? Someone using me go check. She is good though. Looks like Michael has scheduled plans to go to a restaurant. Don't have too much plan. Good. Tell me when I get to say it. Say what? You know, Morphatron, activate.
Okay, you get to say it, but remember our training. Youth Fair are only 10-year-old students. Aaron will fill you in on your identities when you get there. Now, good luck.
Morphatron, activate.
Computer, energize.
What type of education is needed to be qualified as a manager?
I would highly recommend getting a 4-year degree to get yourself a base and getting started into a management position through a major company.
What kind of jobs are there in a restaurant?
Well, there's 2 different categories. There's kitchen help and there's front of the house help. The kitchen help, basically you're going to have people doing dishes, people that are doing cleanups in the back. You're going to have cooks, and each job is divided like a line cook, a grill man, a fryer cook. There's waitresses in the front of the house, and then there's the general manager up front.
Are there any kind of weird things that happen in your job?
A pan falling off a shelf and kind of hitting somebody on the head, kind of soft pan.
In my head, we were busy. We were running through here, and I was trying to get some orders ready. Daryl put a big knot on my head with his elbow.
Now I know what's wrong with you.
They always make like I'm dangerous because I got a knife all the time.
Computer screens going out when you go to punch in an order.
I'm gonna cut his leg off. Don't worry much.
We drop our food, or we miss an order, we don't put the order in.
Okay. What kind of things do you do on a daily basis?
Well, on a daily basis, we have to check our inventories on a daily basis to get ready for the day that's coming. We have to make sure we have enough food prepared, which the guys in the back will do that, and we have to oversee that to make sure all the food is ready for the day. We taste certain foods to make sure the quality's there. We make sure all our scheduling is intact, that everybody that's scheduled today is going to show up. And then basically we make sure everything flows smoothly in each part.
Is there any kind of special training?
Part yes, part no. Mine was mostly with experience. Was working with my dad over the years. The area where the waitresses work. Basically, they're getting their pops, waters, filling them here in the ice bin and taking them out there. This is where they make the coffee. Okay. This is the hot chocolate and juices. So basically, this is where the waitresses are going to work. Right here, as you can see, one of the employees, the wait staff here. This is Shirley. She's punching in an order right now on the computer. What she does, she punches in the computer right here in whatever the customer orders. She'll punch it in, and it automatically goes back to the kitchen on this kitchen printer right here. And then the cooks will prepare it. They'll put her order up. As you can see, the order's going through right now. One of the cooks will pull the ticket down, start preparing the food, and when the food is ready, the cooks have their numbers 1 through 7.
Yeah.
They'll hit, say Shirley's number 6, they're going to hit it, and she's got a little buzzer back here on the side, and it'll buzz her number and she'll know when to pick up her food. That way they don't have to holler. We open up at 7 a.m. Usually the staff starts at 5:30 in the morning. They start with prep. The 2 morning cooks will make a list, see what they have going, what they need to prepare. Every day there's big preparation involved because we probably serve about 700 customers a day. So that's a lot of people to serve in a day. I'd say on a week basis, 700 to 1,000 customers a day. So we have to prepare that much food on a consistent basis to make sure everybody's getting satisfied. Then they get ready for breakfast. They're going to serve breakfast throughout the morning, so about 11 o'clock we'll stay pretty steady. Then as soon as 12 o'clock hits, 11:30, 12, we have a catering order which we do on a daily basis from McLaren Hospital. That's a big order. Then we get really busy at lunchtime. It'll slow down after lunch in this, like right now, and then we're going to get busy again around 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then we close up around 9. Cleanup will start at around 8. And they should be out of here about 10 o'clock. This is the kitchen back here. This is where they prepare the foods. This is basically the guy that's called the expediter. He's going to read all the tickets, call off all the food. So basically either the grill man over there, which is the grill over here. They cook food over here. They cook food in the fryers. Okay? Then we have food that's already prepared in the steam table that's ready to serve. Like soups, gravies, like today's special, which is a Swiss steak. These are beans and taco meat for burritos. You got roast beef that's in the back, sitting in the juice. This is the dish area here. These two here are responsible to make sure everything is kept nice, clean and tidy, dishes, glasses, etc. And all the dishes get run through the dish machine that has the proper amount of chemicals to make sure everything gets sanitized properly when it goes through. So when it comes out, it's not only... This is basically the stock room back here. This is where all the dry storage stays. It's a little cramped and tight back here, but right now after lunch is what they do is they get everything off the floor, they're going to mop everything up, and then they're going to put everything back where it belongs. Do you guys want a cookie?
Sure.
Here's where they keep the fresh bread. We bake our own
Is there
bread.
any proper tools you need?
Well, yeah. Well, when it comes to equipment keeps changing every year. So basically, you want to make sure you have the best equipment because the type of equipment you prepare food on does matter. The better the equipment, the better the food. It's called a convection oven. This is where all the cold foods stay.
I'm getting out of here.
Now this is the slicer where we slice our meats at. Now this is a real dangerous piece of equipment, so you have to be extremely careful with this when you use it. This is one of the things you really have to be careful about when you're working in the restaurant is this slicer. Extremely sharp through here. This is a new item too, which is it's basically an oven. It's an Alto Shan. It's called a cook and hold oven. What you do is for your beefs, you would cook your beefs overnight while there's nobody in the restaurant. It cooks your beefs for say 12 hours, and it breaks down the tissue in the beef to make them very, very tender. This office here, this is my computer terminal. It stores all my sales, all my time and attendance records. It can break down sales by the hour so I know how to schedule my labor. It's a pretty useful tool. It'll give you probably about as much information as you need out of it.
Special supplies is most required if you're going to run a business like this.
Special supplies, well, mostly food. You gotta make sure you use real high quality food so your customers come back and see you again. The business going.
Is there any special insurance you have to have for this?
Well, yeah, there's workman's comp insurance, which covers your employee. If they're injured on the job, they need to be able to get medical treatment, and that's our responsibility to provide medical treatment. And if they're missed work for more than a week, that insurance is going to have to pay their wages for missing the time.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. What kind of money could be made in this shop? Lots of money.
Dishwashers are usually going to make between $5 and $6 an hour. It's usually an entry-level position. It's something where usually the people are younger and it's like their first or second job. Waitresses are generally going to make pretty decent money. You wouldn't think they do, but if you hit a busy restaurant, like the girls here are probably gonna, they can make a decent hour. They're going to be paid a base wage of right around $2.65 an hour. Okay, but where they make their money is going to be in their tips. They can make as much as $8 to $15 an hour in tips. The cooks are generally going to make around $8 to $9 an hour, which is fair wages. And what I'm noticing in the cooks' wages, they are going up, and up, and they're getting closer to where the manufacturing wages, the gaps in restaurant work is being closed a little bit just because there's less labor out there where it's a supply and demand issue right now. A general manager can start out at say $20,000 a year, and you can go all the way up to making over $100,000 a year depending on what kind of business you have and who you're working for. If you're working for, say, an Outback Steakhouse and you're the general manager, you're going to make about $125,000 a year. So it can be very lucrative also. And it could be on the lower
hardest
end
part of our
also.
job is to satisfy everybody, satisfy our customers, so they keep coming back.
How did you come up with the name Captain Cody's?
Well, Grease is like
Can we say something, Mr.
it's my favorite cartoon hero. old Captain Cody cartoon hero. Actually, we got another place opening up in about 3 weeks, or 3 months that we bought. It's going to be on the corner of Mallinger and Miller. It's going to be a 40s style diner. So it's going to be an old-fashioned diner in Coney Island. It's going to be called Cody's West Side Diner. We'll be open in about 3 months.
So you only have 2 Cody's Island?
Yep.
Do you have to manage there too? So how are you going to be able to like go both places that you half or half?
Half and half. My brother, my mother, me, and my brother-in-law.
How did everything go?
Like clockwork.
Brought back some leftovers. Any luck finding Team 1? No, I found a bunch of little books and some of them mission logs. You guys might as well start reading them now. We're going to have to pass this to the office team at school tomorrow.
Great. We just graduated from the academy. Now they're already sending us back to school.
Get used to it. Until we find Team 1, it's what we live for. Well, I can do some Mark's bedroom. I hear it was the biggest. Funny, I never would have picked your ass the gritty type. So which of you wants to be Mark and which of you wants to be Adam?
No offense, but I have more muscles in my right arm than Alex ever had in his whole body. I think I'll be Mark.
I think you're just jealous because he dated your maternal unit.
No, and it wasn't a date.
Ooh, James doesn't want to be Daddy Alex.
Little man, you're going down. Say uncle.
And how old is that?
Say it.
No,
You know you're in pain. Say it.
no,
You know you heard it. Say it.
no!
Mine and 5, 4.
Of course I still have it.
12.
And 5. 5, 4.
What is that? What did I say?
Don't worry. I pretty much think that he's the one that I'm at.
I'm the one that he's at. 4.
But what if Team 1 is being erased? Won't that be a con? Like,
Get up.
We'll risk spending.
You ready?
okay, I'm nervous.
Cadets, you want to risk spending. Hi Lisa, how's practice? Fine. Our code worked us to death. I had to use my turbo shoes once just to keep from collapsing. Could you guys be quiet for a minute? I'm trying to read.
Oh, you ain't read it until you read my book. Take your tests. Let me stop you real quick.
You're always taking chances. We've got a lock on Team 1.
Let me put you on 3D so we can see you better.
You need to find the other questions as soon as possible. The lifelines are deep. If you want to find your questions, come find them at the store, at the music store on Corona.
Did anyone catch what Zoe was about to say before Mr. Ugly interrupted?
Something about Team 1. I think they may be dying.
I wonder how the other questions got caught.
Sorry about the interruption. I think the chorus got mixed up or something. No, it was just Vexer. He told us the other questions got caught, and if we want them back, we have to go to some music store in Corona. Of course it's a trap, but you might as well make it a mission. Find out as much as you can about music, but stay on your toes.
Yeah, we love music. We'll be glad to go.
Everyone ready? Energize.
Do you know how to get to Wagner's music store? Yeah, it's right over.
Well. If it isn't the Hero Savers, now I have you right where I want you. How'd you find us, you slime ball? Well, if it isn't little Lisa, I see the High Council is really desperate. They must be scraping the bottom of the bucket.
Wait till we get loose.
Come. You pose no threat to me. I just want you to send a message to the High Council. Never! It's either that or I destroy you now, in which case your friends die. What do you want, Vexor? Well, at least one of you seems reasonable. All I want you to was tell the High Council to destroy their time machine. But then we would be stuck here. Of course not. Once the High Council destroys their time machine, I'll give you a ride back on mine, and this silly game will be over.
Why should we trust you?
Because you don't have another choice. Should we contact the High Council?
Maybe later, but right now we've got a mission to finish. Activate. Computer, energize!
Hi,
I'm Janae. Hi, I'm Simone.
Well, I'm glad to have you guys here today. My name is Jim Forniatis, and I work here at Wagner Sound and Music, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys might have.
do you have to go to college to be a musician?
Well, I went to college to become a musical engineer, but I didn't go to college to become a musician, although there are colleges for kids who want to learn music. I suggest that you get instruction if you want to be a musician, and you end up playing a lot better than I do.
How long does it take to go through training to be a musician?
That's, like I said, that's up to the individual. If you just want to learn how to play, you can get lessons and you can go for a couple of years. If you want to learn how to play more complicated music like jazz or classical, then you probably end up having to go to college and get a degree, just like you would for any other career.
Your first day at work, how did you feel about it? Was it a bad day or a good day?
My first day of work here was a really good day because I was really excited about working at a music store. You know, it's when you're a musician working in a place like this, you're kind of like a kid in a candy store. You know, you get all these wonderful things to play with, and you don't have to pay for them.
What are your bad times in this?
Well, I guess it's the same as like in any business. Sometimes you come across people who are not nice, who give you a hard time, who don't respect you, and but you know, being a salesperson working for the store, you have to be polite. So sometimes it's kind of hard to be nice to someone who's not being mean to you. But it's my job, so I have to be nice.
What are your good times?
The best times is, you know, when business is a little slow and I can grab something off the wall and play with a guitar that I can't really afford. You know, I get to dream a little bit.
What do you do like on a daily basis?
As you can see right now, I'm pricing stuff to go up on the wall. I deal with customers who have questions if they want to know if they come in and they want to do some recording, and I tell them what kind of gear that they're going to need, what kind of microphones they should buy. I basically help people out. I figure out what they need to do and how much money they have to spend, and I try to make the best deal that I can for them.
How often would you have to work on your CD?
Well, it depends, again, like on how fancy you want to get. I know people have come into my recording. I also have a recording studio at my house, and I know people have come in and they come in really fast, in and out, and they get a whole album, in 2 or 3 days. And then I've had people who've worked with me for over a year getting the album right. I guess it depends on how picky you are and how complicated your music is.
How much money do you think that a musician will make for selling their record?
Well, if I knew that, I'd have a crystal ball. It's really difficult to say how much money you can make. You can make anything from nothing, unfortunately, up to like lots and lots of money. If you're a famous artist on a big record label, you can make lots of money. But there's lots of gray area in between, and you can make a comfortable living as a musician and never be famous. But it a lot of times takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. If being a famous musician was easy, then everybody would be a famous musician.
How much money do you make in particular?
Oh, geez, not enough. That's why I'm still working at the store. It's because I don't make much money as a musician. But, I really love playing, so I don't give it up. It's the kind of thing I always tell people, if you want to make a big pile of money, you don't really want to be a musician. You want to get some of the career where there's a little more stability, because it's not a guarantee. You have to play music because you love playing music, and then if you're lucky enough, you'll make money doing it. Store is a different store. We're selling stuff. There's lots of musicians around and they need instruments, so the store does pretty well. At least that's my boss tells me. And you know, it's just we have pretty much everything that a musician would need here. So it's like a one-stop shop for any desire that you got as a musician. If you want, we could take a look around. I can show you some of the stuff. My favorite type of music? I like rock and roll. That's really my favorite, although I do like all kinds of music. I'm an engineer, so I hear all kinds of music, and I'm kind of used to all different kinds.
What is that?
Right in here is the drum area.
What is that little head?
What?
What's that little head?
What, this thing?
Oh, the head over there.
Oh, that's the drum head.
Oh.
The guys in here have a sense of humor, you know. We have a drum head.
Scared me. Whoa.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. These are the drums. Unfortunately, I don't play drums, but I know that this is a really good set. You play drums? Why don't you go and take a little test run here?
That's okay.
No, go ahead, sit down. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. They're drums. They're made to beat on. You folks at home, ready to cover your ears. It's loud. Yeah, one at a time here, okay. Can you reach that pedal? Okay. 5 Ds? Yes, no, that's what we do. 5 Ds. We don't have them in black though.
What does the engineer do?
An engineer does is he sets up microphones and works with recording equipment so that the music that you play live can get it down onto a tape or onto a CD, and it'll be recorded, and that way you can always have it around forever to listen to. Without the engineer, there would be no one to run the equipment, and you wouldn't necessarily get a good sound. Maybe the drums would be too loud, or the guitar would be too soft, or you wouldn't be able to hear the singing. So what I do is I take everything and I mix it and make it sound right.
Hello, my name is Xavier Lathan, and I play Victor on Career Quest. Career Quest is made up of 4th graders from Doyle Ryder Elementary. We would love to hear your comments. Please write to us at Career Quest, Doyle Ryder Elementary, 1020 North Saginaw Street, Flint, Michigan 48501, or write our email address at careerq@aol.com. Thank you.
It is the year 22.